Namaste, namaskaram, vanakam, namo namaha, Jai Ganesha. So today's podcast, Mandukya or Toady? The other day I heard somebody use the word toady, so this was a new one. It's actually a word used to describe someone who is obsequious or a sycophant. So let's look at that. What does that mean? Basically means a contemptible or detestable person, one who capitulates. Toady is to be creepy, a leech, a flatterer, a puppet, a lackey, a grover, a doormat, a stooge, a bootlicker, a yes man, a yes woman, fawning, submissive, slavish, subservient, brown noser, hence blank a kisser. Very interesting. Toady. The antithesis of that would be to be intelligent, independent, a leader, a maverick, a free thinker, a free spirit, a warrior. So here's where we come to the understanding of a toad or a frog in the Hindu yoga dharma. Mandukya. We have an asana, Mandukya asana, or sometimes Beka asana, when you crouch on all fours. So we always have our little froggy here on the harmonium. And how is that connected to Ganapati, Ganesha? Well, Mandukya Upanishad is the shortest Upanishad. And remember, all of you out there, especially you Vedantists, the Upanishad, of course, are the end of the Vedas, Vedanta philosophy. But remember, in order to get to the end, we have to start at the beginning. So remember, we are Hindus. We follow the Hindu yoga, religious, spiritual, scientific, philosophical lifestyle. Don't fall into the trap of the invaders and divide ourselves. Don't say you're a Vedantist but not a Hindu, or a Vedantist, a Sanatanas but not a Hindu, or a Saiva but not a Hindu. We're Hindus. That's the original word, actually. Indo-Hindu, doesn't matter if you use the H or not. Indo-Hindu samudra idiyarti vayubhir Rigveda. Fellow Hindus, with the support bhir of your breath, vayu, grab a hold idiyarti of the cosmic ocean within. This is living the Hindu yoga, religious, spiritual, scientific, philosophical lifestyle. It's all of those things. And importantly, we incorporate mantra yoga. Sound is the first emanation of creation, the Big Bang. Hence, in this Mandukya Upanishad, the frog scripture. Very interesting. In Hinduism, we always see a great affinity with the natural world. Why the frog? Well, it's associated with the Om and with Ganesha, who in the Vedas is known as Brihaspati, the male deity of speech, just as Ma Saraswati is the female deity of speech. So the Om, we often see it O-M because that's the way it sounds, right? But it's really spelt A-U-M, or in English A-U-M. It's a word. The A, the U, and the M. A-U-M. It signifies, as is stated in Mandukya Upanishad, the animal nature, Vaishvanara, the human nature, Tejasya, the divine nature, Prajna. And then, of course, the silence in between the chant. That's what makes it four aspects. Vaishvanara, Tejasya, Prajna, and then the fourth is Turiya, or the absolute, the silence in between. Remember, Maunavakya Parabrahman. The Supreme is known how? Through the oxymoron of silent speech. If we had more of that, we'd probably have less wars in the world. But we need to come out and explain things and do things and act. Karma Yoga, first yoga. Then Bhakti Yoga, devotion, Raja Yoga. Contemplations, to Gyan Yoga, the inner enlightenment, the outer studies. And we incorporate Mantra Yoga, Hindu devotional chants. Notice how all these words are distorted in today's world, right? People throw these words around, these Sanskrit Hindu words, right? Like yoga and mantra, and dishonestly make no connection to Hinduism at all. Many of them don't even know, but they need to be aware of what they're saying. We have Japa Yoga, Om Namah Shivaya, for example, Sitaram. Whatever your mantra is, Om Namo Narayanaya Namaha, Sarvana Bhava. So we chant this primal sound. It's the simplest sound, and it's a very natural occurring sound. That's why we call it Pranava Om, the primal sound. In the depths of silence, you can hear it, the hum of the universe, if you will. This is why yogis stereotypically go into a cave, to be devoid of outer sound so you can hear the intensity, and it is intense, of the inner sounds. You may get a chance sometimes to go into some caverns or caves and go deep down into the earth. And the pressure of the sound is so intense. You can also experience it when you are in a place devoid of outer sound, or get up early in the morning, 2, 3 a.m. in the morning, when everything's nice and quiet. Brahmaputra. So this primal sound, Om, right? This is before the creation itself, the Big Bang of creation. Electromagnetic energy, and then sound energy, light energy, heat energy, and boom, everything else. Here we are. So this Mandukya Upanishad, is so beautifully symbolic. And it's a reality. You can feel it when you chant the ah or the o sound. It's a belly sound. Ah, ooh, heart sound. Your head vibrates. Ah, ooh. So look what we're doing. We're elevating our consciousness from the lower to the higher. And also we're going through a mini evolutionary cycle, if you will, recognizing our three natures: animal, from the belly down; human, that's why we do the heart thing; and divine. Animal, human, divine. This is the form of yours and mine, and that's why the Om is associated with Ganapati, because he's animal, he's human, has a human body, and he's considered a divine being. This is the form of yours and mine: animal, human, divine. So all the beautiful pieces of the Hindu yoga dharma, the puzzle, come together. So we always start with Mahaganapati, earthiness. He was created off the earth of his Ma Parvati. And associated with the primal sound. Sound is the first emanation of creation. And sound is so important. Our tone, other animals pick up on it as well. But somebody can speak to you in a nice tone and it just make your whole day. You say, "What the hell?" And then all of a sudden you feel horrible, right? So tone is very, very important in life. So animal, human, divine. This is the form of yours and mine. So just chanting the primal sound Om. And in the Sanskrit, Hindu language, and Tamil, etc., there's so many words. But even in the Vedas itself, it says all you have to do is know and chant Om with sincerity, and it'll take you to illumination, to samadhi, to Kaivalya moksha. Animal, human, divine. So rather than being toady, creepy, a leech, a flatterer, a doormat, a stooge, a bootlicker, a yes man, a yes woman, obsequious, fawning, submissive, sycophant, subservient, brown nose, a blank kisser. No, with Om, this is a divine frog. We become independent. We become a leader. We become a maverick. We become a free thinker. We become a free spirit. We become a warrior. This is actually your heart chakra. That's Muruga up here. Muruga, Hanuman, Krishna, Durga Ma. the youthful, loving warrior at the heart. And interesting, I looked up the antonyms to toady and to sycophant and obsequious, and actually the word swami was there. Because what does swami mean? Swami means master of yourself. So we're all destined to become swamis, male, or swaminis, female. Remember, in our varnashrama dharma, or ashrama dharma, when we go through the 4 natural stages of life, brahmacharya, grahastha, vanapras, sannyas, student, family, career, retired, and then renunciate, everyone enters into a period, if we live long enough, enters into a period of sannyas from basically in their 70s on, of renunciation. And by that time, we should have pretty much mastered ourselves as we go through this learning curve of life, learning to control our mind, body, emotions. So the choice is up to us, Hindus, to become this strong, independent Mandukya, frog, this warrior, or to become Toady, to be a sycophant, be obsequious, which unfortunately we have done. We've capitulated. Look at the massive spurious phony yoga movement. So as you sit in Mandukya asana, squatting down, you got 4 points of contact. Think of these things. Bring together your animal, human, your divine nature, and then enter into the all-important Toady of the silence in between. Remember, it was the Hindus invented the 0. 0 and 1 gives us the binary system. 1 alone, doesn't work. That's monotheism. That's part of life, but it's only one part. That's why we don't believe in one God. And remember, God is a Christian term. To use words, right? If we choose to use words, which often gets us in trouble, we use the word Brahman, which is a neuter term for the greater forces of Satchidananda, of love and light and energy, the reality of life, electromagnetic energy, pure existence, pure consciousness, sound energy, light energy, which becomes heat energy, which becomes the human experience of love, because love is a warm experience. Hence, Satchit Ananda, love, light, and energy. Om, this are we with emotions, mind, and body. So Hindus, it's up to you to step up to the plate and educate and stop capitulating. Be a Mandukya, don't be Toady. Animal, human, divine. So let's look at some of the amazing qualities. This is the beauty of the internet, of frogs. So they're actually the first, this is really the key here, they were the first land animal with vocal cords. Hence the Om, the primal sound Om. All fits together. Om. And when you hear the bullfrogs at night, right, especially in the springtime, some of that can carry over a distance of several miles. Many have tremendous night vision. Wow. In vision, huh? Many can jump 20 times their body length. And again, with their vision, they have a 180-degree field of vision. Many can hold their breath. Think of the yogis, the renunciate yogis. And remember, a true yogi, male or yogini, female, they're off the grid. You don't see them. These people running around calling themselves yogis or yoginis, I mean, it's so insulting to what a true yogi or yogini is. They live a very austere life, basically away from the crowds. And actually, as renunciates, this is the path that we go through. We are a student for at least, a dozen years or more, brahmachari. And then we must have at least a year or so of the yogi phase when you just disappear. And then you may come out as a teacher. That's what swamis are. Swamis are the monks, the male, and swaminis, we have females, teachers of the Hindu yoga dharma, and they remain renunciate celibates. They don't have families. But of course, we also have our married pundits and pujaris, sadhus. So think of that. The frogs, some of them can hold their breath for 4 to 7 hours. And there's an Arctic frog that can remain, or not Arctic, but in the cold weather, because I think they're found in every continent except Antarctica. But there are some frogs, the wood frog of North America, for example, can go into a hibernation state and they freeze themselves for the whole winter and yet come out alive. What an understanding, of reincarnation. So people talk about Jesus being buried for 3 days. I mean, they spend the whole winter apparently dead, frozen, and then come out again in the spring. So, very interesting. So when we look at this animal, human, divine, this is something that we can all do in general. But then we must always remember to respect the specifics. So the Om is a Hindu chant. Other religions have their chants. And, there's something very interesting in especially the Catholic tradition, when they do the Ave Maria. It's a very powerful, powerful song, Ave Maria. It's really pretty much the same sound, Ave Maria. It's a very powerful, powerful chant, right? So that would be a Catholic Christian chant. There's a great similarity there. But the difference is when we do the Om, that's a Hindu chant. Mantra yoga are Hindu devotional chants. Please don't ever confuse generalities and specific. Just like today's so-called yoga. Remember, the Sanskrit and Tamil Hindu word yoga, yogam, actually has nothing to do with the physical body at all. It simply and profoundly means to yoke yuj to your atmana, which is our word for soul. It's different than soul, because it's not the mind as well as it's not the body or the emotions. Atmana is not the body, mind, or emotions, temporarily inhabiting a body, mind, and emotion. But yuj atman brahman cha. This is the meaning of the Sanskrit Hindu word yoga and Tamil yogam. To yoke together, to find our inner atmana, and then to be absorbed in a greater source, which we call Brahman, which is not God. Remember, God is an anthropomorphic deity, a one male creator being. That has nothing to do with Hinduism. Whatever individual experiences you have within you of spirit beings, that's fine. That's to be respected, right? But we can't push that on the whole world. So Brahman is the neuter term for the greater forces of love and light and energy. Satchidananda, Jyoti, Shakti, Ananda, Shanti. So here's another wonderful understanding of generalities and specifics. We use the acronym GEM, G-E-M. So here's the science of life. Is not life gravity, electricity, magnetism, and then nuclear forces, but gravity, electricity, magnetism. To uncover the gem within, be solid, be foundational. That's Ganesha. That's one of the wisdoms of Ganesha himself with his big belly. That's foundational, great, taking life grave, right? Gravity. And then the electricity of the heart, and take it to the magnetic head, the deity head, if you will. Siva Sakti for many. Vishnu Devi, Sitaram, Radha Krishna. Gravity, electricity, magnetism, nuclear home. This is the way we can respect life in general. Gravity, electricity, magnetism, and then specifically when we're talking about the Hindu deities and the Deha Mana Bhavaha of Hinduism, body, mind, and emotions, and the heart chakra, Hiranyagarbha, the golden womb chamber, and then Prajna in the head. This is all specifically Hinduism now. Here's how we get a great understanding of life in general so we can get along with our fellow human beings and then respect the specifics. So this gem principle, in Hinduism, we basically have 3 sampradayas, Saiva, Vaishnava, Shakta. So here's a way you can use this gem principle, and also the the Om, to elevate your consciousness and respect your sampradaya while understanding the sampradaya of another. So, for example, as Saiva Hindus, which obviously I am, we go Ganesha, gravity, Muruganji, Skanda, the youthful warrior here, electricity, and then the magnetic head, Shiva Shakti. If you're a Vaishnava Hindu, it would be Ganesha. He's always foundational. That's gravity. Ganesha, and then it would be Krishna, youthful loving warrior, and then Vishnu Devi. Or, also in Vaishnavism, you have Ganesha, and then Hanuman, another youthful loving warrior deity, and then Sitaram. In the Shakti Dharma, this is all about the mother. So we have Ganesha understood, and then we have Durga and Ma Lakshmi, the prosperity at the heart, and then Ma Saraswati. Or you also have Kali, Durga, Parvati. That's really cool because that comes from before creation, Kali, before the Big Bang, into the Big Bang of creation, Durga Ma, into the refinement, the evolutionary process to where we are now, the beauty of life, Parvati Ma, Kali, Durga, Parvati. So there's your gem principle. So I hope this has been interesting for you. But remember, Hindus, we have to stop capitulating and start educating. Be a Mandukya, not a Toady. Don't be creepy. Don't be a flatterer. Don't be a lackey. Right? Teach other people what is real yoga. Remember, of all the yogas, Hatha yoga was never meant for display. I mean, it's way out there now. But we need to use the proper prefix when we're teaching the Hindu yoga, religious, spiritual, scientific, philosophical lifestyle, karma. We really should start teaching karma yoga, bhakti yoga. And then to serious students, you can introduce them to hatha yoga. But it's become a crass physical exercise or some kind of vague spirituality, universal spirituality. Remember, the slogan, yoga is for everybody, is just as fundamentalist as saying Jesus is for everybody. It's not for everybody. It's for everybody who wants to do it, but it's not for everybody. So, Mandukya Upanishad, So let's end up with a little chant. So it's Animal, human, divine. It's the form of yours and mine. Then you can focus at the bindi. That's why we wear the red dot. It's where we see the inner light, prajna, the inner light, and feel the inner energy and the inner peace. Om Jyoti, Jyoti, Jyoti. Om Shakti, Shakti, Shakti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Atmana Tattvamasi, of love, light, and energy. Jyoti, Shakti, Ananda, Shanti. Jyoti, Shakti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste, Namaskaram, Vanakkam, Namo Namaha. Have a blessed day, everyone. And remember, peace is through strength and justice. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Okay.